The question comes, is it necessary to have the mystical experience of the light, the mystical experience of the holy baptism, the sense of lightness and forgiveness? Is it necessary to have that tangible experience in this tangible world before one can begin taking awareness itself to be identity? Before one can begin to think out as awareness itself, as God awareness, does one have to have the mystical experience first? And the answer is absolutely not. Absolutely no. We take awareness to be the who and the what we are. God awareness to be the who and what we are. And we take it on faith if necessary. If it should be there is no conscious recognition of ever having felt the grand forgiveness or the peace, we take that identification on faith if necessary. We think out from, live out from, be out from the position of God awareness about the business of God being. And lo and behold, when we do, we find that all of the experiences of the many pathways begin to happen. Hand over fist, hard pressed, shaken together and running over, they happen. It's as though we had meditated for years and years and years with little or no results, when suddenly results happen. It's as though we had studied the Buddhist discipline or the Hindu discipline or the Taoist discipline to little or no avail, awaiting some grand road to Damascus enlightening experience that we could feel we were on our way. And lo and behold, it all happens. It happens quickly, without wait, without the long years of hard study, disappointing anticipation. It happens. We can take awareness right now to be the who and the what we are. And this is where we begin. This is the beginning the ancients spoke of. Blessed is he who has found the beginning. Let him stay there. Well, obviously, when one takes on a sense of a new identity, he has let go a false sense of identity. And here is where I find such weakness in the instruction that comes from our metaphysical philosophies. The term mortal mind is often used, but mortal mind is seldom defined, if ever. The term the old man is often used. Put off the old man. But just what do we mean by put off the old man? Churchdom has indicated that putting off the old man means simply getting rid of the bad habits of the old man, but it leaves the old man on the scene still, very purified, sanctified, sanctimonious, self-righteous old man, but he's still there on the scene, trying to equate himself with God. What is mortal mind that is put off? First, let me say this, that once we take awareness to be the identity we are, we have put off the old man. And let me explain just how this is so. Who is the one that feels he doesn't know? Who is the one who is forever searching after truth, seeking and finding? Who is the one who is trying to arrive at an altered state of consciousness that induces a sense of at-one-ment with God? It is the old man of us. The old man of us is the one, or the ego, or the role we play when we play the one to whom we believe awareness has been given. Now let me say that again. Right here, right now, here we sit listening, The concept that hangs in and lingers longest with us is that there is a me sitting here to whom this awareness that listens and thinks and feels has been given. There is a me who says, this awareness is mine. Well, there's no such me. There is no such ego to whom life has been given. But there is life present right here, right now. Awareness is present right here, right now. Awareness and life being the same thing as I use it here in this context. Awareness is here, yes, and there is the body that we say life has been put into or given to, a body that's stupid or that doesn't know, that's struggling and striving for a healing. Yes, but where does that body exist? Within awareness. Awareness, consciousness, is not in that body. Do you see? Awareness is going on right this minute. The ego, the old man, the liar from the beginning, the one that so tenaciously would mimic God in all ways, is a hypothetical ego that says, this awareness is mine. And I identify as the me who says, this awareness is mine. There is no such one. That is the old man. Now, to think out from the position of a me that says this awareness is mine, to think out from that position is to live mortal mind. To live a fraud. To live an identity or an ego that doesn't exist. Now, this idea is neither new nor unique with me. You've heard this many times in many ways from other places. It seems that it's a common statement that comes with enlightenment via whatever discipline that enlightenment appears to arrive. Catherine of Sienna, one day after a period of introspective prayer and grand enlightenment, suddenly she arose and said, my me is God, nor do I see any other me but my God himself. Meaning that there is no personal identity to whom life has been given. And if we take it out of the religious context, the religious frame, Dr. Lang from England, world-noted psychiatrist, did a few months ago address a national meeting of the psychiatrists from all over the world and gave the keynote address. And to paraphrase very liberally, he did say, in effect, gentlemen, for all these years, we as psychiatrists have been trying to get at the root of human problems. And when we finally arrived at the root of a human problem, we then did all we could to heal that problem for the ego, so that the ego could go about its way unencumbered and unburdened by its previous burden. And then he said, but gentlemen, all of our study now indicates that there is no ego to heal. We've been spinning our wheels in the sand. We've been wasting time. Check me out on this and see. This is the Lang School of Psychiatry. Coming on strong, saying that an ego doesn't even exist. And what again is ego? Ego, right here, right now, in its simplest terms, is the idea that this awareness, this life that is perceiving and at the moment looking outside at a black walnut, just green with spring, and at pecan trees in the distance waving. This awareness that right now feels a chair beneath it, floor under its feet, that this awareness belongs to a me. Who is this me who says awareness is mine? There is no such me. And to let it go can be done effortlessly. We can let go the concept of a personal possessor of life. There is no such personal possessor of life. But life is right here, right on. Now this new view, this new sense of identification that automatically lets go an old sense of identification, doesn't alter anything at first. There are no great gongs going off or rockets flashing in the sky. There might be a grand warmness and gentleness in the heart when one suddenly realizes that identity is not sitting in a room, looking about at tables and chairs, or outside at squirrels, but that identity includes the room, the table, and the chairs, and the squirrels, squissels. I'm calling them squissels lately for some funny reason. We may very well joy in the expanded sense of identity as being infinitely more than we ever thought it was. But we still see trees. We still look down and see the fingers and toes of a sense of identity that we used to limit ourselves to, but we're infinitely more than that. Indeed, identity is all awareness perceives. It is God's awareness, the divine mind's awareness. Infinite awareness is the identity one is. Eternal awareness is the identity one is. That position can be assumed right now, without wait, without struggle, because it's a fact right now. We can take that identity to be our own this moment, because it is who and what we are this moment. About this false sense of I, about this false identity. Just who is the one who struggles to understand the truth? He is always the one who says, I am aware. I am the one who possesses an awareness of my own. I am the possessor, the container of life. I am the one who looks at the sights and the sounds of my own awareness and then make my determinations about whether this is valuable or that is invaluable. This is good, that's bad, I like, I don't like. That's the one who struggles to understand. The one who struggles to understand says, I am the one who uses all of the sights and sounds within awareness in order to get along in the world, as though the sights and the sounds within awareness were separate and apart from him, as though he were one speck on the grand screen of awareness and the sights and sounds on the rest of the screen were separate and apart. Yes, separate and apart from the speck, from the I possess life, but not separate and apart from screen, the screen of awareness, God's comprehending going on, which is right now listening to these words.